If you're over 60 and your legs feel cold, numb, or unusually weak, this is important. Many seniors assume this sensation is just aging, but that belief is misleading. Poor circulation in legs elderly adults is far more common than most people realize. Cold feet and legs in seniors are often early warning signs, not random discomfort. What's surprising is that blood flow can fail quietly without obvious pain at first. Doctors often focus on isolated symptoms instead of the full circulation process, and that's exactly why so many people never get real answers. You may notice your legs feeling heavier at night or slower to respond in the morning. Some people describe tingling, weakness, or a dull, numb sensation below the knees. Poor circulation in legs elderly individuals affects balance, stamina, and confidence. Cold feet and legs seniors experience are often dismissed as temperature issues, but warmth alone doesn't restore proper blood flow to aging tissues. The real issue isn't just the legs, but how the circulation is being managed overall, and most approaches only look at one piece of the puzzle. That's why creams, massages, or simple movement rarely fix the problem long term. They target surface sensations, not the internal flow system itself. Poor circulation in legs elderly people face is usually systemic, not local. Cold feet and legs seniors feel are signals, not the root cause. When circulation weakens, oxygen and nutrients struggle to reach the extremities. This creates a cycle that slowly worsens if nothing changes internally. And understanding why this happens is the key to what comes next. If you're over 60 and you've noticed your legs don't respond like they used to, you're not alone. Simple movements may feel slower, heavier, or less coordinated than before. Blood flow to legs and feet over 60 can become less efficient over time. This inefficiency doesn't announce itself as pain at first. Instead, it shows up as heaviness, stiffness, or subtle weakness. Numb feet seniors' circulation patterns often start mildly and gradually increase, and that gradual change makes it easy to ignore. Many people assume these sensations are just part of getting older. They're told it's normal for circulation to slow down with age, but normal doesn't mean optimal or avoidable. Blood flow, legs and feet over 60 depends on more than age alone. It's influenced by how the entire internal system works together. When that system loses coordination, symptoms appear in the extremities first. That's why the feet and lower legs are often the first signal. What makes this frustrating is that the symptoms feel disconnected. Cold feet seem unrelated to numbness or tingling at first, but numb feet seniors' circulation issues rarely exist in isolation. They're part of a larger pattern happening beneath the surface. Most solutions focus on comfort instead of function. They try to warm the feet without improving blood movement, and that's where many people get stuck. You might try moving more, stretching, or changing shoes. While those steps can help temporarily, they don't address the system. Blood flow, legs and feet over 60 requires coordination, not just effort. When circulation signals weaken, the body struggles to adapt properly. Numb feet seniors' circulation patterns reflect that internal imbalance. Treating one sensation at a time rarely restores overall flow, and that's why results are often inconsistent. This is exactly where confusion sets in for most people over 60. They're doing things that seem logical, yet nothing fully improves. The problem isn't effort or discipline, it's the way circulation is being approached. Blood flow, legs and feet over 60 must be supported as a connected process. When that connection is missed, progress stalls, and that leads directly to the most common mistake people make next. And no, this is not just age, genetics, or a lack of exercise. That explanation is incomplete and often misleading. Many active people still experience leg circulation problems over 60. Others follow every recommendation and see little improvement. This creates unnecessary guilt and frustration. People start blaming their bodies for something they don't control. But the real issue isn't personal failure. You've probably been told that circulation naturally declines with age. While changes do happen, decline is not automatic or equal for everyone. Leg circulation problems over 60 follow patterns, not randomness. Those patterns point to a deeper coordination issue inside the body. Yet most explanations stop at surface-level causes. They mention age without explaining the internal process, and that leaves people without real clarity. Genetics are often blamed because they're easy to point to, but genetics don't explain sudden changes later in life. Leg circulation problems over 60 often appear after years of stability. That timing matters more than family history. It suggests something shifts internally over time, not suddenly, but gradually and quietly, and that shift is rarely explained to seniors. Exercise is another common scapegoat. People assume movement alone guarantees good circulation, but leg circulation problems over 60 affect both active and sedentary individuals. Walking helps, but it doesn't fix a broken internal signal. Circulation depends on communication, not just motion. When that communication weakens, effort alone isn't enough, and that's where confusion grows. The truth is, most seniors aren't told what's actually happening. They're given labels instead of explanations. Leg circulation problems over 60 are usually the result of a hidden disconnect, a disconnect between signals, flow, and response. Once you understand that, the blame disappears. It becomes a system issue, not a personal one, and that sets the stage for understanding the real mistake most people make next. For a long time, I believed circulation loss after 60 was simply irreversible. It seemed logical because that's what most explanations suggest. Even active seniors were told to expect slower blood flow over time. That belief becomes deeply ingrained after hearing it for years. You stop questioning it and start adapting your life around it. Shorter walks, more sitting, more caution with movement, until one detail made that belief stop making sense. What didn't add up was seeing active seniors with the same circulation issues, people who moved daily, ate carefully, and stayed consistent, yet blood flow still slowed in their legs and feet. Cold feet, heaviness, and numbness didn't discriminate. They followed a different pattern entirely. That's when attention shifted from habits to internal processes, not what people were doing, but how the body was responding. Blood flow isn't just movement, it's coordination. It depends on timing, signaling, and internal readiness. Even active seniors can lose that coordination over time, not because they failed, but because something quietly changed, and that change explains why effort alone wasn't working. Once that idea surfaced, everything looked different. Circulation loss after 60 wasn't random or permanent. It followed a predictable internal slowdown, one that happens gradually, often without symptoms at first. By the time cold or numb legs appear, the process is already underway. Most people never hear about this stage. They only see the outcome, not the cause.
That realization shifted the focus completely. Instead of fighting symptoms, it became about understanding the system. Why blood flow slows down even in active seniors, what internal steps happen before circulation weakens, and how those steps connect to each other. Because once the process is clear, solutions stop being random. And that leads directly to the internal mechanism most people have never been shown. What I discovered surprised even professionals who study circulation daily. It wasn't a new treatment or an extreme intervention. It was a simple habit that supports circulation naturally, one that most people overlook because it seems too basic. Yet its impact depends on when and how it's used. That detail alone explains why many attempts fail, and why this habit rarely gets discussed. When this came up in conversations with experienced doctors, reactions were similar. Some paused, others nodded quietly. They had seen the pattern, but it was rarely explained clearly. Circulation issues were treated as isolated problems, not as a process that unfolds in stages. This habit works within that process, not against it, but only when the body is ready. That's the part most explanations leave out. People hear about techniques without understanding timing. Supporting circulation naturally requires internal preparation first. Skipping that step leads to mixed or short-term results. That's why some people say nothing worked for them. It wasn't the habit itself that failed, it was the order in which it was applied. This discovery reframed how circulation support should be approached, not as a single action, but as a sequence. Each step prepares the body for the next. When done out of order, the system resists change, but when done correctly, the body responds more efficiently. This explains why outcomes vary so widely between people, and why random tips rarely deliver consistency. I won't reveal the habit just yet, and there's a reason for that. Without understanding the system, the habit loses its power. It's only effective as part of a complete protocol, one that works with the body, not against it. That protocol follows a clear internal logic, and once you see how it's structured, everything connects, which brings us directly to the system behind how circulation actually works. Think of your blood vessels like flexible tubes running through your body. When they're responsive, blood moves smoothly and efficiently. After 60, those tubes can become less flexible over time, not because you failed, but because circulation signals weaken. This makes it harder to improve circulation after 60 naturally. The issue isn't blockage alone, it's responsiveness, and responsiveness depends on internal communication. When circulation signals are strong, vessels expand and contract as needed. That movement helps push blood to the legs and feet, but when signals fade, vessels respond more slowly. This reduces efficiency, even if the vessel looks open. That's why increasing blood flow naturally seniors requires more than force. You can't push blood through unresponsive pathways. The system has to be receptive first. This is where many explanations oversimplify the problem. They focus only on structure, not signaling. But circulation is a dynamic process, not a static one. To improve circulation after 60 naturally, signals must be supported. Those signals tell vessels when to relax and when to tighten. Without them, flow becomes inconsistent, especially in the lower extremities. That's why natural compounds are being studied for their ability to support healthy blood flow, not as fixes, but as signal supporters. They work by helping the body restore responsiveness. This doesn't force circulation, it encourages cooperation. Increasing blood flow naturally seniors depends on that cooperation. When signals improve, flexibility often follows, and flow becomes more efficient as a result. Once this mechanism is understood, symptoms start to make sense. Cold feet, numbness, and heaviness are communication issues. They're signs that signals are arriving late or weak. Supporting circulation means restoring that internal timing, and that's why a system approach matters, because signals must be addressed before anything else works. Which brings us to the first phase of how this system is actually applied. Once I understood this mechanism, the solution became obvious. That realization didn't come from adding more effort, it came from finally seeing how the system actually works. The confusion disappeared once the sequence became clear. Everything before that felt scattered and incomplete. Understanding replaced guessing almost instantly, and that shift changed where the solution had to begin. It wasn't exercise, it wasn't medication. Those options had been considered many times before. They were familiar, logical, and widely recommended, yet they never addressed the root coordination issue. They worked on outcomes, not on readiness. And without readiness, the system stayed resistant. That explained why results were inconsistent. Once those assumptions were removed, the picture simplified. The solution had to act before effort mattered, before movement, before intensity, before intervention. It had to support the body's internal response first. That's where circulation decisions actually happen. Not in the muscles, but in the signals. And that distinction changes everything. This immediately narrowed what could truly work. Anything that forced the body was eliminated. Anything that ignored timing was dismissed. Only approaches that respected sequence stayed relevant. The system needed preparation, not pressure. That preparation creates space for improvement. Without it, nothing holds. Once this became clear, the next step was unavoidable. The solution wasn't a single action, but a first phase. A phase designed to remove resistance before activation. Everything else depends on this step being done correctly, because it sets the conditions for circulation to respond. Miss this phase, and progress stalls again. Which brings us directly to the first phase of the circulation system itself. The solution is a simple drink routine built around specific natural compounds. Not a product name, not a brand, just a structured routine. This routine is designed to support circulation before activity even begins. It works by helping the body restore internal responsiveness. Many refer to it as the best drink for blood circulation when used correctly. Not because it forces flow, but because it prepares the system. That preparation is what makes the difference. The main benefit of this routine is improved circulation support at the signal level. It helps the body communicate more efficiently with blood vessels. That communication supports flexibility and timing, which are essential for consistent blood movement to the legs and feet. The best drink for blood circulation isn't about stimulation. It's about creating the right internal conditions so the body can do what it already knows how to do. Using this routine is intentionally simple and repeatable. It's done at a specific time to align with natural body rhythms. No complicated steps or constant adjustments. Consistency matters more than intensity here. That's why it fits easily into daily life. The best drink for blood circulation works when it becomes routine, not when it's treated as a one-time fix. This approach was designed specifically for people over 60 because circulation needs change with age. The goal isn't to push the body harder, it's to support what weakens naturally over time. That's why this routine focuses on preparation first. For adults 60 plus, readiness determines results, and skipping this step limits everything else. When this drink routine is used correctly, many notice subtle early shifts. Legs may feel lighter, warmer, or more responsive over time. Not overnight changes, but gradual improvements. Those changes signal that the system is responding again. This routine acts as a bridge toward better circulation support, but it's only the entry point, not the full solution, because it represents just one phase of a larger circulation protocol. Many seniors who follow this routine begin noticing small but meaningful changes. The most common feedback starts with how their legs feel day to day. Warmer feet are often mentioned early on. Some describe their legs feeling lighter during simple movements. Others notice less heaviness at the end of the day. These are personal experiences, not guarantees, but the patterns are consistent. One phrase that comes up repeatedly is, "My legs feel alive again." Not energized in an extreme way, just responsive, more connected to movement and balance. Another common comment is about nighttime comfort. No more cold feet at night, many seniors report. That sense of warmth brings peace of mind and better rest for some people. Mobility is another area often mentioned in these experiences. Not sudden strength, but smoother motion. Standing up feels easier, walking feels more natural. These changes tend to build gradually. They don't feel forced or artificial. They feel like the body cooperating again, which reinforces confidence over time. What's important is how these results are described. No dramatic claims or exaggerated promises, just everyday improvements that make life feel easier. That's what resonates most with people over 60. They aren't looking for miracles. They want consistency and reliability, and that's what this routine seems to support. Hearing these experiences helps remove doubt. It shows that the approach aligns with real-life use, not perfection, but progress. And that progress fuels motivation to continue. Because when desire meets logic, action follows naturally. But this routine alone isn't the whole picture. To understand why these results last, you need to see how the next phase fits in. If you're over 60 and want to support healthy blood flow in your legs and feet, this is your next step. You've now seen how circulation works as a system, not a single fix. Supporting that system starts with the right routine. That's why more details are available through the link provided. Click the link in the first pinned comment to learn more. It explains the supplements that support this routine, so you can understand how everything fits together. This is not about pressure or urgency. It's about making an informed decision. You've learned why random approaches fail and why preparation comes before results. Now you can explore this routine at your own pace, see how it aligns with your needs, and decide if it makes sense for you. Before you go, take a moment to engage. Leave a comment saying circulation below this video. It helps reinforce what you've learned today, and it lets others know they're not alone. Simple engagement creates shared awareness, which is powerful, especially after 60, and it helps this message reach more people. If this information was helpful, like this video. It signals that educational content like this matters, and follow the channel for more senior health tips. Each video builds on the same system-based logic, clear explanations without hype, focused on understanding, not guessing, so you can make smarter health decisions. You don't need to do everything at once, but doing nothing keeps the system where it is. Small, informed actions compound over time, especially when they support how the body actually works. Take action now with clarity and confidence, because circulation is not just comfort. Your legs depend on it.